Question 13, bracelets for Africa. Students in Miss Whitman's volunteer club are selling handmade bracelets to raise funds for a humanitarian trip to Africa. They're selling string bracelets and bead bracelets that the students have made from donated materials. String bracelets will sell for $2 each, and bead bracelets will each sell for twice that much. The following constraints concern the sale of bracelets and are represented by the polygon on the opposite page. X is greater than or equal to 50, Y is greater than or equal to 30, X plus Y is less than or equal to 180, where X is the number of string bracelets sold and Y is the number of bead bracelets sold. A local bead store owner hears about the projects and contributes to the cause by donating some beads. With these extra beads, the students will now be able to sell at least as many bead bracelets as string bracelets. What effect will the new constraint have on the minimum possible sales? We're told that the string bracelets will sell for $2 each. I'm going to multiply 2 times X, the number of string bracelets. That the bead bracelets will sell for twice that much. So twice $2 is $4. So $4 for the bead bracelets. And that's going to be your revenue. The new constraint is that with the new beads that you get, students will now be able to sell at least as many bead bracelets as string bracelets. So the bead bracelets, the Y, will be equal to X, or it could be greater than X. So greater than or equal to X. Let's go and graph all that. Here's the graph. And this is the polygon of constraints that we're given, and these are our constraints. What effect will the new constraint have on the minimum possible sales? This is our new constraint. Y is greater than or equal to X. I'm going to graph Y equals X, and it's going to come up like this. Y equals AX plus B, the slope is 1, and the B value is 0, meaning it's going to cross the y-axis at 0, so it's going to come through the origin. Because the slope is equal to 1, means I'm going to go over 1, up 1, over 1, up 1. So you're coming up along this diagonal, like that. Like this. It's coming up through the diagonal. We're talking about y is greater than or equal to x. We're going to shade above, like that. So it makes our polygon of constraints this little yellow triangle now. So let's go and look at our revenue, 2x plus 4y. And we're going to look at that for each of the vertices. If I rewrite this in terms of y, so y is less than or equal to negative x plus 180, that's this line. If we're looking at this vertex 50, 130, we're also going to be looking at that vertex and this vertex. For 50, 130, so I'm going to replace the x with 50 and the y with 130. So I'm going to get 2 times 50 plus 4 times 130 is equal to the revenue, which is $620. This is going to be $620 for 50, 30. I'm going to get 2 times 50 plus 4 times 30 is $220. So that's a minimum. For the 150, 30, 2 times 150 plus 4 times 30 is $420. So the A is the maximum. The minimum sales that we could have, the minimum revenue is $220. But now, with this new constraint, notice it's raising up the minimum number of sales. We end up with 2 new vertices. 50, 50 is right here, this point, which is 90, 90. For 90, 90, we have 2 times 90 plus 4 times 90 gives us $540. It's still not the maximum. The maximum is $620. If we're looking at 50, 50, we end up $300. So the minimum revenue went up from 220 all the way up to 300. Okay, so the minimum revenue went up by $80. So the minimum number of bracelets increases to 50. The beaded bracelets, we're making 30 of them as the old minimum. The new minimum has to be equal to or greater than X. It's going to be 50. The minimum number of beaded bracelets increases to 50, and the minimum sales increases to $300 from 220. And that's it for question number 13. Have a good day.